Liverpool start their run-in against Chelsea this coming Sunday, and it's where we start our run-in predictions. We've asked the boys to guess the outcome, really, of every single game left for Liverpool and City, starting with Liverpool, and Jamie's gone for a win. Gary thinks draw. Liverpool haven't beaten Chelsea at Anfield, actually, since Jamie was playing in 2012. Did you know that, Gary? On them. Did you know that when you guessed that?
Look, I was there in that famous game, Chelsea game, a few years ago, and I know the difficulties that Liverpool have had. I've been at a lot of those games, Chelsea, Liverpool, and I do know they've got a good record there. I just look at that sort of midfield. I think Fabinho will play, I agree, but I also think that, to be fair, the type of player that Chelsea have got in, Hudson-Odoi, Willian, Pedro, Barkley, they can all beat men from midfield. So I do think they're the type that will cause Liverpool problems on Sunday. I
mean, the reason I think Liverpool will win it, I think Liverpool are a better side than Chelsea. I think Liverpool have got a big advantage. Liverpool play Friday, Tuesday, Sunday. Chelsea are going to play Monday, Thursday, and an away game in Europe, then get to Anfield on Sunday. So I think I'm confident Liverpool will win just for that reason alone. It's not easy playing Thursday, Sunday.
And after that, for Liverpool, it's Cardiff on Easter Sunday. They both say win, then Huddersfield at home. Perhaps no surprise, they both say win. Then to Rafa Benitez's Newcastle. Liverpool haven't won any of their last 4 visits, and even you, Jamie, think they'll drop points there.
Well, there's 2 reasons, really. I think Liverpool will get to the Champions League semi-final, and I think Newcastle will be in between either 2 games against Barcelona or 2 games against Manchester United. So it's not going to be an easy game. I think Rafa Benitez is a manager, the way he sets up, I think he will make it difficult for Liverpool. People may say, oh, he's an ex-Liverpool manager, you'd like to see Liverpool win the league. He might, I don't know.
Heard that theory.
I'm not sure, really. I think if he'd won the league himself, he might say, OK, Jurgen can win one. Maybe, I'm thinking he might be thinking, I want Jurgen to do something I haven't done, maybe. But I don't think there'll be no favours given him that. And I think Rafa, the way he sets up tactically, I think he'll try and make it difficult, play 5 at the back, and I think it'll be a difficult game.
I agree. What we've got to factor into this is the fact that Liverpool are big favourites to play against, like, Barcelona, potentially, in the Champions League semi-final, or Manchester United. Now, they will be humongous games from a Liverpool perspective. At that point will start to impact, I think, the games in and around them.
Last day of the season, they have Wolves at home. Remember, Wolves have taken points off, well, pretty much everyone in the top 6 apart from Liverpool, who they knocked out of the FA Cup. But both saying win. Jamie finishes with 95 points. Gary finishes with 93. Let's then look at Manchester City, who next up, again on Super Sunday, go to Crystal Palace, who ended their 18-game winning run at Selhurst last season. Gary, you think they're going to find it difficult again?
Yeah, I think that sometimes when a team has something over you and there's a ground you don't like going to, a team you don't like playing against, it doesn't tend to leave you that quickly. I mean, City could go there on Sunday and win, there's no doubt about that. But I just think Sunday is a game where City will drop points.
Both then say against Spurs, it's going to be slightly more straightforward. And then it's to the Manchester derby, and both dropping points. Jamie, first on this.
Yeah, listen, I just think on paper, the big rivalry, Manchester United going top for the top 4 position also. Big derby game's never easy. They've got it's in between a difficult week. Also for Manchester United, I think they've got maybe Everton and Chelsea either side as well. So I think that is City's toughest one. And as you said, listen, City can still go anywhere and win. They've got a great record there in the last few years, but...
City won 5 of the last 7 there.
Yeah, well, I just think there's something on it for Manchester United that they need to get... I wouldn't say they need to get top 4. It's a massive thing, I think, for the squad and Ollie.
What do you actually want to happen in that game?
As I said, I want United to win. I want United to win. It's impossible for me to think that, Ollie is the manager, the fans in the stadium, I'll be there that night thinking I want Manchester City to win at Old Trafford. No chance.
But
I'm not that keen on Liverpool winning the league, but I'm also not keen on City winning the quadruple. In fact, I'm less keen, I think, on City winning the quadruple. So I'm on Monday Night Football next Monday. I'll update this table if that's all right with you.
Because you're still dining out on the treble.
Yeah,
it's 20 years and he wants to keep it that way. And then it's Burnley, where City dropped points last season. Jamie, you think they'll do it again?
Oh.
Yeah, I just think that week, Tottenham, Man United, Burnley at this moment, the form that they're in, I think... It's not. I don't think City actually won there last season. I just think it could be a tough game for them, really. When I look at it, it's a tough week. And I think that's the run that you look at, where the really tough fixtures come for them. And I've seen what they did to Tottenham there, And I think they've turned the corner, Burnley. And I think it's one of those, it's almost like a Stoke, or it has felt like for the last couple of years going to Stoke when you go to Burnley. Maybe not so much this season, but I do think they've sort of turned. I think the worry of relegation may have moved on, and they can sort of go at it, hopefully.
They've certainly found some form, hopefully. Certainly found some form recently, haven't they? Then it's Leicester at home. Leicester have already beaten City this season. They both say that City will have their revenge. And Brighton away on the final day, who haven't beaten City for 30 years, which means they both think that City will end up with 94 points. Jamie has Liverpool pipping them by a point. Gary has the reversal, City to win it by 1 point. Look at the smile on your face.
I'm not smiling about anything. There's nothing to smile about here. There's nothing to smile about at all.
Well, I think what the conclusion is that you both think there will be twists and turns along the way here.
Yeah, I don't think both teams will be perfect towards the end of the season. With the Champions League thrown in, I just don't think it'll happen. I'll be honest with you, I'm not sure about that in any way, shape or form. I honestly am not. I think Friday night was good for Liverpool, not just because they won the game and they came back again like they did against Tottenham and they showed some spirit, but actually, a few years ago, we were watching the games where they were going for the league and it was against Norwich and we said, there's something going wrong here. They're starting to deepen in the box. Do you know something? On Friday night when Jurgen Klopp made those substitutions and order was retained and they won the game the way they did, that was a championship performance. I've been saying it all season, Liverpool playing like champions, there's no doubt.
I think the big decision both managers will have, or certainly Jurgen Klopp will have, is the Champions League semi-final. Pep will still go strong on that. It'll be a big thing. What would Jurgen Klopp do in a big semi-final with a league game coming? He knows how much Liverpool and the supporters
against
of the
United,
league.
Against United?
It's a big decision. If Liverpool are in pole position for the league, I'd have no problem with them wrestling players against Manchester United. The league is bigger than anything for Liverpool.